We have a special guest joining us on Beyond the Drywall. I've known Neil Roseman for several years now. His stellar reputation and the businesses he owns definitely places him as an expert in several categories in real estate. Everything from commercial and residential inspections to hard money lending. Today we are going to talk about Block M Investments, a company Neil owns, and what it is that they do.
Thank you, John, for inviting me to your podcast today.
Block M Investments is a hard money lender, or HML. How long have you been doing HML loans?
I've been actively lending money for real estate investments for over 20 years now.
For those who do not know, what is hard money? And is this like one of those shady deals I've heard about, where something bad might happen if I don't pay?
No, hard money is called hard money because we lend on the hard asset. We are much less concerned about your income and credit score than we are the value of the property. Soft money loans are more of your traditional homeowner mortgage, where the decision to lend is primarily based on your credit score and income.
How does someone qualify for a hard money loan?
Most hard money lenders will lend between 55 and 70% of the ARV, after repair value. It's oftentimes lower in Baltimore City and higher out in the counties. So, for example, if the after repair value is $300 and the rehab budget is $60K, to figure out how a hard money lender will determine how much to lend, we take $300 and times it by 70%, which equals $210. We then subtract the $60K for repairs, and we are able to fund $150K for the purchase.
Does the borrower have to put money down?
It depends. Some HMLs require a percentage down. Some, like me, don't require money down as a rule, but might require money down depending on how good or bad the deal is. So, for example, when I approve a deal, I approve a dollar amount that I feel comfortable lending. Let's say it's $100K. If the purchase price is $100K, then I'll fund the full deal. If the purchase price is $110K, the borrower will have to put $10K down.
How do construction funds work?
Almost all HMLs use a draw schedule. The borrower creates a draw schedule prior to the funding of the loan. The draw schedule will look something like $6K for sheetrock, $3K for demo and hauling, $4K for cabinets, etc. Then, when the first amount of work is done, say $10K, the borrower calls the HML, who comes out and sees that the work is done, and then ACHs the money into the client's account. So, the main thing to understand here is that the borrower needs to front the construction draws, and there could be a lot of things like cabinets, countertops, windows, etc., that are custom made and will need to get paid for up front. But the borrower won't get reimbursed until the items are installed.
Tell me, Neil, what's the number one reason that you don't fund a deal?
I would have to say cash. Cash is king. Cash is the blood of a rehab. Without cash, the deal comes to a dead halt. Lack of cash is the number one reason I don't approve a loan. You need cash for closing costs, payments, possibly a down payment. You need to front the construction draws, and will you need to handle any cost overruns?
What if the borrower has bad credit?
Well, all HMLs are different. Some have minimum scores and some don't. For example, I don't. However, if you have a lower credit score, you can expect to put more money down.
How would you qualify someone for a loan?
Every HML is different. Some have boxes which you have to fit into, and some we will do with anything. For example, if you have a low credit score, that might be fine, but you might have to put more money down. There are local lenders like me. There are also national lenders. There are local lenders like me who will lend with their own money. And then there are local lenders that use other people's money. I'm a big believer in finding someone local and building a relationship.
So Neil, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
You can always call or text me at 410-652-3522, or feel free to email me at neil@blockminvestments.com. My website is www.blockminvestments.com.
Okay, well that helps me understand a lot more. It's an option that I could use if traditional avenues require more than I am able to provide. Thank you for your time today, Neil. I'm sure that this will help others to understand what it is that you do, and how it might help them in their investment activities.